how are you all doing? It is April 24th, 2020. It's a Friday. Let's talk stock market. Who are the biggest winners so far of the day? This is midday. We're just after 1 o'clock East Coast time. Chesapeake Energy. How does this happen? Chesapeake Energy look like they're coming back from the dead. There's a lot of money being thrown at the oil industry from, or at least a lot of talk about it coming from the administration here in the US to try to save our shale industry and save our oil industry from being completely crowded out by Saudi Arabians and the Russians who are trying to sell oil at much lower price and move us. We're not on video, we're just on audio, kiddo. But it's okay. So this whole Chesapeake Energy thing, it's a small cap. Even though it's going up big today, you can see that the overall trend has not been great for them. I would stay away from these oil things because things are going to change rapidly in that industry. And long term, I'm bearish on oil. I think that we're going to migrate to other sources of energy. And so when I see these drastic changes in those types of oil companies, it just makes me skeptical. Overstock.com, I mentioned that yesterday. They're having another big day today. I don't know why. I'm still sketched out about their leadership. I know they had a rough CEO problem before, but I think he's gone. I just don't trust him, even though he's not there anymore. So maybe the company's turned things around, but I need to do a little more research on that. Anything Inovio Pharmaceuticals I had kept an eye on. That one, I don't have any notes though. I'll have to go do a little more research on that, but they seem to be spiking up. Got to watch these biotechs. Some of them are finding ways to, diagnose and potentially treat the virus. Other than that, World Wrestling Federation came back on here. I don't trust this. I don't think we're getting back to normal anytime soon. So not a lot in the winners section that I'm interested in right now. Let's talk about the losers so far today. Then the losers, this Whiting Petroleum, I mentioned that in a video the other day. I said, it's going down tomorrow. That's from 2 days ago that I posted that. And yep, everyone's home with the kids. That's from a couple days ago, and they had these drastic, crazy swings. You know that they were going to drop 30% in a subsequent day. Here they're having it today, which is why I say stay away from these crazy energy stocks right now. You're gonna pull your hair out. What I saw interesting here is Hertz is down 12.5% today. Really low share price. What's the market cap on Hertz? Let's take a look at that real quick. Hertz is a $500 million market cap, 497 million. Transportation industry. Let me look at that huge steep decline. I don't say go ahead and sell them. I think that the rental car industry, transportation, some of that's going to come back, and it's not going to be as bad as it seems. Plus, they have resale of their cars, although I don't know the value of their fleet. It's a tough call right now, but I was surprised to see this. You're starting to see these signs of businesses that you wouldn't expect to drop like this starting to get hurt by the lack of travel and lack of business activity and corporate rentals and everything. The other thing going on with the losers today, which you don't really see it on here because I've deleted almost all of the companies, which is in Brazil. The Brazil Justice Minister has resigned, and what that is reflecting is the kind of the lawless nature of what's going on in Brazil right now. Brazil's Bolsonaro, I believe, the prime minister or president of Brazil, he's not the brightest. He's the one that wanted to let the Amazon burn, and he's basically letting the virus burn through his society too, and his country. And it's mayhem. They're expecting hundreds of thousands dead, I believe, in Sao Paulo or something like that. This is not good in Brazil. So I removed all these companies from the list here because just like with energy in China and other areas of the country or the world that I would prefer not to invest in because I don't have no faith in it, Brazil is one of those countries. So almost all of Brazilian stocks are down between 15 and 10% right now. I said delete them off this list because I want this list to be filled with companies that you'd be interested in investing in, not companies that you want to run from. I'm not going to keep them in here just to talk about shorting them or puts on them because don't mess around with businesses that you don't think are going to survive anyway. I just don't think it's a good idea, and I don't trust them. I don't trust the financials in countries like that. So Brazil's stuff is gone here. Even though like probably 8 of the top 10 losers for the bottom 10 losers for the day are related to Brazilian companies and based in Brazil, but you just don't see it here. So is there anything else we want to talk about on these losers? Mistrust, I've seen this go down a lot, this mistrust professional services. I think that company's in trouble. Anything else? Yeah, Clear Channel, I could call that. They went up huge the other day. Yeah, I knew Clear Channel is going down. Take a look at Clear Channel real quick. They're in the whole media space, cable. Like this is a legacy dying industry right here. Yeah, their market cap's only. This is the outdoor holding. Sorry, this is the one where they end up putting billboards and things outside. Nobody's going around and putting in airports and bus stations and stuff like that. All the ads for those places. Nobody's going there right now. Yuck, right? And plus, the industry as a whole, I think it's just deteriorating. So they had a big day the other day. Like they went up, I think they went up like 20, 15 or 20% like yesterday or 2 days ago. Let's see what happened over the last 5 days. Yeah, look at that. You get a huge spike 2 days ago, and now they're back down 9% today, just coming back down to earth. You can just see that coming, right? So let's talk about, for the last couple minutes here, make about a 10-minute video. Let's talk about the stocks that I have watch prices on and ceiling prices on, because that's really all we should be paying attention to, is looking at this in these two different ways. It's looking at them in terms of watch price. The green are the lowest percentages. This is the current price divided by the watch price. And you get this percentage. So the lower percentage, the better. So I still have a buy on LYTS, LSI Industries, which did exactly what I thought they were going to do yesterday when they announced earnings and had more touch screens. That they make, they do some electrical work and touch screen work and stuff for gas stations and pharmacies and all types of places. So they got some emergency orders, they said it on their earnings, and they did go up yesterday to about $6 and started to come back down. But I say buy them up to 550. Right now they're at 551, so they're almost a buy right now. Still, they're going to have more orders coming in the next few quarters. I think that they're probably going to steadily increase in stock price. Now here's a new one. So I was doing research on the biggest winners yesterday. ENZO Biochem, ENZ. They had about a 20% gain yesterday and got up to like 265 a share. And so I picked them up this morning at 244. I have their watch price at 240. So anywhere between 240 and 260, which means right now they're a buy. I would say go for it. Here's why. So they announced yesterday a new extensive testing platform for COVID-19. The infection tests as well as antibody tests. They're doing it the molecular way, which is the way you have to do this, a molecular reagent test, or the other ones aren't worth the paper that they are printed on. And so they're doing it the right way, at least read from their press release. They're also, they're going to have unlimited demand. Any of these companies that are doing testing for the antibodies and the virus are just, the requests are coming out. I don't think they can fit the demand that they're going to have. They're based in New York, but they're going to continue to have this demand, and they're working on ways to alter their test so it can test for things other than just COVID-19. That could be helpful as well. I was really impressed with their release, and they're a stock that the financials are decent. They have some weird extraordinary items that happen every couple years for like $25 million. That sketched me out a little bit. But other than seeing that, I think that the stock is probably going to find itself up around $3.50 or $4 a share over the next couple months as the testing boom really gets felt by all of us. If you haven't had a test for the virus or for the antibodies, you will want one. You will want to know if you've had it. You want to know if you haven't. You also want to check it repeatedly and check your loved ones and check people at work. This is going to become a part of our daily life. It's going to be like our testing. And they have a point of care, like a patient test that you can almost do at home, I believe, from what I saw. So that's going to be something where who wouldn't spend like $20, $19.99, 20 or $30 for an at-home test? Maybe a couple tests. I think that's reasonable, and I see their business going up. So that was my pick of the day, was ENZ. They dropped a little bit in trading early on, but I think that's some people taking some profits from yesterday, and this price has stabilized. It doesn't seem to want to go below 240, and I agree with that. So that's why I like that stock. Anything else? Abbott Labs. small short day, but this stock, like I said, is going to find its way up to 100 as we continually have more and more testing orders and stuff. So not a lot of action on Abbott today. Anything big in here? eBay made a sharp increase, so they're up to 39. They're still over my ceiling price, but they're having a good day today, up 3%. I think people are realizing that you're going to be doing more ordering off of eBay. Netflix down 1%, still way away from our price there. And Tesla, of course, let's sort this thing by percent of ceiling price. Who's on top? Tesla. You can also look at this chart this way. This is saying that I think Tesla's going to be at 1,000 in the future, like a year from now. They're only at 712, so they are the best pick when you're looking at ceiling prices as your guide about how high this thing can go. So shocking. They're up again. They are just a stellar company, and they're going to be flourishing in the future. Google as well. I have their price at 1,500 possibly. If they go below 1,250, I almost want to pull this down to 1,250 right now, because even though I think they're going to go higher, I would like to bring them down to earth for purposes of thinking about buying them, because we have other market issues that are going to be slowing down the market and making it more bearish over the next month or two. So watch out for that. Of course, Walmart is a buy right now. This one, don't feel hesitant about picking up at 128. You will be noticing a profit in a month from now. Even after a bad stock drop, you're still going to be even. And when the stock starts to recover, this thing's Walmart is not going away. They are. I'd pick up Tesla and Walmart in order if you were doing it by this. If you're weighting average shares a little bit, that's not a bad idea. Abbott not having much of a day. You could sit off that. ENZ, you want to grab it right now while it's cheap and early on before they get all their orders. LYTS not going to have another movement again, probably till next quarter's earnings. There won't be much of a movement, but you'll see it steadily hang out around like 570 or something. It'll probably go up to. Microsoft, Amazon. I said Amazon may never go below $2,000 a share again. That's possible. If they go below 2250, consider picking it up. Wendy's is doing strong. Look at Wendy's. We may have missed the boat on Wendy's until the market goes down as a whole, because they were down at like 14, and they're just, they got all those drive-throughs like I was talking about yesterday, if you watched that video. And I need to discuss Regeneron. I don't want to have them in there because I haven't done enough research on them. So that's where we're at right now here on Friday. And is there anything we can check? Is there another big winner? Anything changed in the last few minutes? I don't know what Neighbors is. They're probably off the list. Overstock.com, the biggest winner of the day. I will watch for that to go down in the future. I don't quite understand that, especially given that I have this sketched out feeling about the CEO. I watched the CEO come on some news show a while back. He got busted for something, and then they got rid of him. Just the fact that he started that company, I don't trust it. Trust people. Reputation means something. We're freezing here anyway. Oh, wait a minute. Let's take a look. It's going to work. Let's just glance at Overstock just for a second. Come on, Overstock. See if this updates. Update, and they're up 30% today with a market cap of should we guess? I guess their market cap is $1 billion. Come on. Come on. Come on. I also want to see what this percent traded is. 415 million, so less than half what I thought. 16% of this company stock has been traded so far today. Heavy volume. You can see how this looks like pump and dump scheme to me, actually. So what I would do on this is I would buy some puts on Overstock if you're doing options. Shorten them. They are going to be back down here-ish, right? When you look at what's going on for, say, the last 30 days. Yeah, they're not going to hang out up there. They don't compete with the other, the Amazons, and even the Walmart online is growing, and eBay. Like, I don't know where they fit in to justify. You can see it's only small market cap. Compare them to another big retailer. Compare them to eBay, which was going up appropriately. Because people will use eBay. People make money on eBay. I don't know if you can sell things on Overstock.com as an individual. Maybe you can, but it isn't known for that. And so I don't trust them. I think that's junky. And I don't know about this Pluristem Therapeutics. I have seen that pop up drastic swings as well, but it's a micro cap. These small, tiny caps, you got to watch this stuff. This is crazy volatility. Can't always predict it. And if there's no reason to be in the stock, you probably shouldn't be. I mean, look at the drastic difference. Even eBay's got a $31 billion market cap. You can see the difference between these two and why eBay is much more reliable. eBay's volume today, 1%. We got 15% of this company's stocks sold today. Unbelievable. Novio, 44%. Craziness. Anyway, that's our update for today. ENZ, Enzo Pharmaceuticals. I like their testing. I like their press release. I like the way they're going about the testing. So ENZ is my pick of the day, and may all your trades be winning. We're out.